Okay, so we're gonna do like a little post episode conversation about the last season. I mean, shit, the last season, the last episode of Ready to Love, episode 5, Truth or Dare. Now, when I saw the preview last week, I was like, this is about to get messy. Like, listen, anytime the game of Truth or Dare comes up, you have to read the room. You like, okay, who am I playing with? All right. That determines whether you're going to go Truth or Dare all night, right? And then you got to think, in this situation, if more than one person that you're feeling is there, it's a catch-22. Either way, you're not going to win. Because if you pick Truth, somebody can ask a question that can hem you up as bad as the reaction that you might get from actually taking a dare and doing something that somebody won't like. So it was no way to win for anybody to really win in this game. So last episode, they left us hanging. We didn't know who was going home. They had called Precious and AP down to the carpet, and they let AP Austin go. Now, somebody got to go, so I don't have a problem with them eliminating her. She didn't appear to make any connection as far as we were able to see, but I don't know about like the other people that we didn't see her dating with. So it'd be good to see if she felt like she made a connection with anybody. But what I did not like was that, like, how come all the dudes turn into like therapists when it's time for them to tell somebody to go home? Yeah, Tommy says to give them truthful feedback, but that don't mean you Dr. Phil right now. Like, just because y'all didn't make a connection. I don't know. I didn't like that part because it's like, and then the way that he prefaced it was like, well, your red flags was this and your red flags was that. Dude, you barely said 2 words up until now. Like, okay, delivery is everything. That's all I'm saying. It's a way to deliver stuff. I don't feel like that was appropriate. Anyway, I digress. Bring it down. Because I'm on a 10 right now. I need to bring it down. All right. But they say, I think the words that they used is that she had unresolved issues, unresolved feelings for her late husband. Y'all, get out of here. Get out of here. Bye-bye. And then they said Precious was too much of a party girl. Now, okay, so granted, as a viewer, all we saw was them have the pool party, and Precious was working the party. She was mingling with these people over here, mingling with those people over there, doing what she was supposed to do at a pool party. You know what I'm saying? So, like, are you taking that social interaction as she just want to be a party girl, or did she tell you that she goes out 3 to 4 nights a week? Like, because the whole red flag thing just, no. He was just so matter of fact, and I'm like, you have no idea what you're talking about, but whatever. So they sent AP Austin home. And the other thing I was blown about is that, so you mean to tell me that she got to stay there all day and Eric was in the kitchen cooking and she didn't even get to eat the shit that he cooked? That's fucked up, That's fucked up. Anyway, so they're all chilling and mingling, fixing plates of the food that Eric cooked and everything. And all of a sudden they show Clifton ask Carmen, hey, you want me to just fix your plate? And she's like, yeah. And then when he goes to bring the plate back, he was like, here, boo. What is happening here? What is happening right here? Like, I want to know the time frame of when this stuff was going on, because like the way that they edited it made it seem like everything was right here. He asked her if she wanted to fix the plate. He fixed the plate. He comes back. He calls her boo. Joy's right there. And then she was like, oh, I waited for you. I saved you a seat and everything. And I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Like, now, don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with anybody fixing the plate. I fixed plates in the past, right? We don't know if he fixed multiple plates. So this is how it was edited. But the way that they pointed it out, they wanted this reaction from us. You know what I mean? He could have fixed both of their plates. He could have fixed anybody else's plate. So we don't know. But I just thought it was so interesting how they, highlighted that or whatever. So then they're all sitting there or whatever. And Laverne's like,
hey, guys. Anybody want to play Truth or Dare? Y'all. It's a perfect time to play Truth or Dare.
However he said it, it just seems so, that don't look forced. But anytime that Truth or Dare is suggested to be played, you already know it's about to get messy. Like, it's about to get messy. And it's no way that anybody could win in this situation because they're all, like, most of them are in situations where they're feeling multiple people. They still trying to get to know people, and just having to see somebody do something to somebody else or make a decision that kind of isolates them out, like, oh, well, they didn't pick you. It's like terrible. Even if people would have just been picking Truth, the questions that could have been asked could still make people feel a certain type of way as if they'd done a dare. Anyway, I just knew it was going to get messy and people's feelings was going to get involved. Tina put it out there that she was feeling Paul the most because that was what her dare was. She went and touched his chest. Then Joy went and kissed Clifton because she was there to kiss the dude that she had the best connection with. And when she kissed Clifton, Carmen's face was like, what's going on right here? What's happening right now? And then Sabrina got dared to nibble the ear of somebody she was feeling, and she had to pick between Tori and Demetrius. And like, just making these little decisions of doing these dares is sending big messages. You know what I mean? So he nibbled Demetrius's ear, and then when he got dared, when it was his turn, he had to kiss somebody, and of course he kissed her. And Tori's just sitting there watching the whole thing. And that is the added effect of this whole thing. Like, in real life, you're not going to be sitting around chilling with people who are interested in the same guy or girl that you're interested in. Like, y'all don't have to talk. You don't get to know what he or she does for the other person that they're dating in real life. Like, on this show, they have to watch certain shit go down. And that is the wild card. That is where the reality part comes in. Because you don't have any idea what kind of mind frame somebody's in. And even though they have been directed, even though they could have been directed to, you know, okay, let's play this game. Okay, let's do that. The reaction of somebody to said setup or to whatever the request is what they're waiting for. And so, yeah, this week it was Tori. So that Truth or Dare game was just, they could have played anything else. They could have played, you know, Black Card Revoked. They could have played a whole bunch of games, but Truth or Dare is the one that guarantees messiness. So I am not surprised that they played that. So it looks like Tori got in his feelings a little bit and he ended up walking off at some point. I don't know, but that's why I'm like, big kudos for them for doing this on TV, because the camera is there to catch, you know, any little time that you might be slipping to get in your feelings or to say something or whatever. That's what they're waiting for. So Truth or Dare game is not, they knew what they was doing. Okay, so then it's a group date with Wiley, Demetrius, Clifton, Joy, and Precious. They go to like this adult jungle gym, which looks fun as hell. I want to go. I'm going to have to look that place up so I can go because I like stuff like that. So then Sabrina and Tori go on a solo date to discuss what happened at the pool party. So Tori's main thing is like, look, I didn't know you was feeling him like that. And Sabrina's like, well, I don't know if that's an update that I should be giving you or whatever. Like, I'm not going to call you and say, oh, I'm feeling this person now, I'm feeling that person. I mean, I don't remember Tori calling her to tell her about how he had the rearranging the kidneys conversation with Joy. So I don't know what he's talking about right now. I don't know. I don't really know what he wants her to do, because like, I don't think that she should call him and tell him that she's had a change of heart or anything. Like, you need to just go with the flow and date and know that somebody else wants this too. Like, that's what the whole process is about. Even though I really like Tori too, but like, I want him, as I think he's about to do, is like, maybe he needed this to make him go ahead and explore his options as well. Because, you know, if he's the only one, if he's just solely focused on her, he's not giving himself an opportunity to get to meet other people. So, but like I said, he had to see her kiss another dude. And I feel like if the situation was turned around, she will probably feel some type of way too. She might not react like he did, but I'm pretty sure she'll feel some type of way too. Like, oh shit, he didn't kiss her. Okay. Especially when Tori probably thought she was going to kiss him. But, so Sabrina tells him that she's going to continue to go through the process. And Tori tells her he's not going to be second. So then Carmen and Paul meet on a solo date. And so I could really see them together too. They have like they both have a lot of sexual energy, to me. I could see them together though. I could see them like partying together. I could see them making little wisecracks and jokes to each other and all of that. And then Paul feeds her his pickle, and Carmen was like ready for that cameo because she did that as if she planned to go on there and eat a pickle. So then Tina set up a group date with Tori, Laverne, Dakia, and Paul. And so Paul and Tina step away. They have a good conversation and reiterate the fact that they feeling each other. And Tina's like, you need to show me. And Paul, with his crazy ass, is ready. So then Dakia and Tori talk. Basically, they talk about how he feels about what happened at the pool party. And because I'm sure everybody expected Sabrina to kiss him too, but she did that with Demetrius in front of him. So anyway, he basically tells her that he realizes he needs to fall back. So then we finally see Ace and Laverne together and see some of their chemistry or whatever. And I don't know. He says that she does it for him. And I don't know if I feel like Ace feels the same about Laverne. So we'll see what happens. So then they have the ladies' wine bar, and they tell Tommy all about the truth of their game. They go around the table, and he asks them, of course, who they not feeling. So Ace says Clifton, and then Carmen says Clifton, and she says, I guess the reason why is because she was feeling him, and he fixed her plate, but then when Joy came and kissed him during the truth of their game, she was taken aback. But I'm like, okay, so if you were feeling him then, and the only reason you're saying his name is because you was taken aback because Joy kissed him, why you gotta say that you're not feeling him when you are feeling him? You was just feeling some type of way that Joy kissed him in front of everybody. I don't know. And then when they go around and ask who they are feeling, Carmen and Tina both say Paul, and Dakia, of course, says Eric. Ace says Laverne and Tori. And then Precious says Paul and Donovan, but Donovan does not, I don't know. I don't think Donovan was the connection, but maybe they had another date that we didn't see. So I don't know. So then basically they decide who they're going to let go. Dakia goes out on a date with Wiley. Precious goes on a date with Laverne. I want to see the rest of the conversation that Laverne and Precious was having, because how she was talking to him, it kind of just made me want to hear the whole context of the conversation. So the kid ends up sending Wiley home. And, he had this big thing about his age or whatever. And I guess everybody's been giving him crap about his age. And I was calling him young Similac at first. But I decided to stop doing that because, age is really a number. Nothing but a number. But sometimes you can be in the presence of people who just not you're fit for that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I could see him with Precious. I could see him with Tina too, but I could really see him with Precious. But we'll see what happens. So next week, the guys are supposed to take out a woman who is their second option, which I don't even like how that sounds, but it is what it is. Everybody can't be number one. They show us a little clip of Clifton and Dakia on a date, and Clifton's feeding Dakia. And then they show us a clip of Precious and Tori, and they get a little kiss in. So, yeah, it's about to be, this season is getting more interesting by the episode. And that's a good thing. And it also looks like the men have a little head button coming up in the next episode, and when they're in deliberation, it looks like. So I can't wait to see what happens in the next episode. My top 3 dudes for this week is, oh goodness, I guess it's going to be, I'm going to go with Clifton, of course. Paul's still on my list because Paul got a little swag with him. Paul's, like I said last episode, Paul's growing on me. And I still like Tori, even though I feel like Tori needs to let Sabrina, you know what I'm saying, go through the process. I like Tori. Okay, so then my top 3 women are Sabrina, Dakia, and Joy. That's my top 3 women. So I can't wait to see what happens next week. We're going to be right here to discuss it. Don't forget about the panel on Saturdays, Kamisha reviews. And follow the cast on IG because they go live a lot. So check them out. You never know what they might say. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.